The woolly mammoth, a majestic creature of the Ice Age, is now extinct. But how did it come to this? For thousands of years, the woolly mammoth roamed the frozen tundras of North America, Europe, and Asia, but around 4,000 years ago, their populations began to decline rapidly. In this video, we'll explore the theories behind the extinction of woolly mammoths and try to answer the question: how did woolly mammoths go extinct? One of the leading theories for the extinction of woolly mammoths is climate change. During the last glacial period, temperatures on Earth were much colder than they are today. In these icy conditions, woolly mammoths thrived in their Arctic habitat and were well adapted to the extreme cold. However, as the temperature of the Earth gradually increased, the ice began to melt in the Arctic, ultimately leading to the decline of mammoth populations. As the Earth's temperature rose due to climate change, it led to melting of ice in the Arctic, which was home to many woolly mammoths. The mammoths were well adapted to the cold, dry conditions of the tundra, but the warming trend led to a loss of habitat and a significant decline in their populations. This change in temperature also affected the vegetation in the region, with some plant species dying off or moving northward, making it difficult for mammoths to find food. The impact of climate change on mammoth food sources cannot be ignored. As the Earth's temperature rose, the vegetation in the mammoth's habitat began to change. Some plant species that mammoths relied on for food became scarce or died out entirely, while others migrated northward to cooler regions. This made it increasingly difficult for the mammoths to find the food they needed to survive, contributing to their decline and eventual extinction. Another theory suggests that human hunting played a significant role in the extinction of woolly mammoths. As humans migrated across the Earth, they are believed to have hunted mammoths for food and other resources. Archaeological evidence shows that humans lived alongside mammoths and hunted them for millennia. This theory suggests that human hunting could have contributed to the decline and eventual extinction of mammoths, as humans continued to hunt them for sustenance and other uses. Archaeological evidence shows that humans lived alongside woolly mammoths and hunted them for thousands of years. Cave paintings and other artifacts provide proof of these interactions, depicting mammoths being hunted by humans. It is also believed that humans used mammoth ivory for a variety of purposes, including building tools and structures. The widespread presence of these artifacts, particularly in regions that were known to be inhabited by woolly mammoths, strongly suggests that humans were a significant factor in the decline of mammoth populations. Human hunting is believed to have played a significant role in the decline and eventual extinction of woolly mammoths. As humans migrated across the Earth, they encountered mammoth populations and began hunting them for food and other resources. This hunting is likely to have had a substantial impact on mammoth populations, as they were slow to reproduce and did not have many natural predators. Additionally, overhunting may have caused irreparable damage to their populations, making it more difficult for them to recover from any other factors that may have contributed to their decline, such as climate change. Some scientists believe that disease could have also contributed to the extinction of woolly mammoths. With increased interaction between humans and mammoths, it is possible that humans introduced diseases that the mammoths were not immune to, leading to their decline. This theory suggests that diseases could have been a factor in the mammoth's demise, in addition to other factors such as climate change and human hunting. Scientific analysis of mammoth remains has uncovered evidence of multiple diseases that may have contributed to their decline. For example, analysis of mammoth DNA has revealed that they were vulnerable to parasites and viruses, some of which may have been introduced by humans. Additionally, scientists have discovered evidence of bone infections and other ailments in mammoth remains. While it is difficult to determine the extent to which disease played a role in the extinction of woolly mammoths, the presence of these diseases suggests that it may have been a contributing factor. The impact of disease on mammoth populations is difficult to determine, but some scientists believe that it could have been a significant factor in their decline. As mammoths migrated across vast areas of land, they encountered new pathogens against which they had no natural immunity. Additionally, human interaction with mammoths could have introduced new diseases that the mammoths were not able to fight off. The weakened immune systems of mammoths could have made it easier for diseases to spread, leading to significant declines in their populations. While disease alone may not have been the primary cause of extinction, it is possible that it played a role in combination with other factors. There are also genetic theories around the extinction of woolly mammoths. Some researchers suggest that inbreeding among small populations led to genetic defects that made reproduction difficult and contributed to the eventual extinction of the species. These theories suggest that the woolly mammoths were unable to adapt to changing environmental conditions due to the reduced genetic diversity in their populations. The small and isolated populations may have also been more vulnerable to disease and other factors that could have contributed to their decline. Scientific analysis of mammoth DNA has revealed evidence of genetic defects in woolly mammoth populations. Inbreeding among small and isolated populations may have led to these genetic defects, which include reduced fertility and physical abnormalities that would have made reproduction difficult. It is also possible that the genetic defects impacted other aspects of mammoth biology, such as their immune system, making them more vulnerable to disease. The genetic defects that were present in woolly mammoths may therefore have made it difficult for them to adapt to changing environmental conditions, contributing to their eventual extinction. The impact of genetic defects on mammoth populations could have been significant. The reduced genetic diversity and inbreeding among small woolly mammoth populations would have made reproduction difficult, reducing their overall population growth. Additionally, genetic defects may have increased the susceptibility of woolly mammoths to disease, making it more difficult for them to combat infections and stay healthy. Furthermore, reduced genetic diversity would have also made it harder for woolly mammoths to adapt to changing environmental conditions, further contributing to their eventual extinction. Overall, the impact of genetic defects on woolly mammoths could have been a significant contributing factor to their decline. It's possible that a combination of factors contributed to the extinction of woolly mammoths. While each theory offers a unique perspective, it's likely that climate change, human hunting, disease, and genetics all played a role in the decline of these majestic creatures. The combination of these factors could have created a perfect storm, making it increasingly difficult for woolly mammoths to survive as a species. Understanding how these factors interacted with each other may provide important insights into the extinction of woolly mammoths. Climate change was one of the factors that likely had a significant impact on woolly mammoths and their habitat. During the last ice age, woolly mammoths were well adapted to living in cold and dry conditions, but as the ice age ended, the climate shifted, and the environment changed rapidly. The warming climate caused significant changes to the landscape, including the loss of grasslands and the spread of forests. This may have affected the availability of food for woolly mammoths and other herbivores. Additionally, melting ice exposed new areas of land, which would have made it easier for migrating humans to hunt woolly mammoths. The combination of these factors could have contributed to the decline of woolly mammoths and ultimately to their extinction. Human hunting was another factor that likely contributed significantly to the decline of woolly mammoths. Humans were not only hunting woolly mammoths for their meat and hides, but also for their ivory, which was highly valued. As human populations spread, mammoth populations were increasingly threatened. Disease may have also played a role in the decline of woolly mammoths, particularly as human populations grew and started to increase the transmission of disease. And as we've discussed earlier in the genetics section, inbreeding and genetic defects may have made it difficult for woolly mammoths to adapt to changing conditions, which could have also contributed to their decline and eventual extinction. In conclusion, the extinction of woolly mammoths remains a mystery, but scientists have several theories. Climate change, human hunting, disease, and genetics all played a role in the decline of this majestic creature. As we delve deeper into the past, studying the ecological and environmental factors that shaped our Earth, we can better understand the impact of our actions on the planet and its inhabitants. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating story of the woolly mammoths.